platform for bringing people together. My name is Seidlitz Nkhonjera to give you the detailed news. A 48-year-old man from Chasefu district of Eastern Province has died after his house was set on fire. Jackson Yirenda was injured when his grass-thatched house was set ablaze by unknown people. Eastern Province Police Commanding Officer Robertson Mwemba has confirmed this development to Crown TV News, saying that the incident occurred between June 5th and June 6th, June 4th and June 5th, 2026 in Munkanile village, Chief Magodi's area. To our sensitive viewers, the following pictures you're about to see may be disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
A 48-year-old man from Chasefu district of Eastern Province has died after his house was set on fire. Jackson Yirenda was injured when his grass-thatched house was set ablaze by unknown people. Eastern Province Police Commanding Officer Robertson Mwemba has confirmed this development to Crown TV News, saying this incident happened between June 4th and June 5th, 2026 in Munkanile village, Chief Magodi's area. Jackson sustained serious burns over his body and was admitted to Ndazi District Hospital. Mr. Mwemba said Jackson returned home from drinking with his wife, Mary Vuma, at around 20 hours. The couple had dinner and went to bed. At around midnight, Jackson was woken by his 16-year-old son, Tenson Yirenda, who was screaming. By then, the house was engulfed in smoke and flames. He also discovered his wife was missing from their bed. He died on June 6, 2026, while receiving treatment. Mr. Mwemba says a postmortem will be conducted to establish the cause of death. No arrests have been made. Police have opened a case docket and investigations are underway.
It's really sorry side that that tragedy happened. The gentleman had gone for a beer drinking with the wife. They came back. The wife prepared food or meals. They had the supper together. They went to bed. Now, since now the husband was totally drunk, he slept and the wife sneaked out of the house. So wouldn't know as police where this wife had gone. She was seen not until the following day, around 9 hours. By then, she found that the husband was already taken to the hospital. Now, this son woke up when she saw that the house was on fire, and when he saw that the house was on fire, he started shouting for the father, up to the stage when he woke up. By then the whole house was already gutted. Yes, you can see even the bands just on his back. So he was taken to the hospital. But then in just a few hours, the message reached the family that he was no more. Not until in the morning when the wife came back wherever she had gone, only to be told that your husband is at the hospital. Now, beer drinking, yes, people can drink, but people shouldn't drink carelessly. Some people, when you are drunk, you have to live at least some degree of normalcy. Some people, when they drink beer, you would find that they don't know where they are going. So it's really a sorry side that we have lost our brother. So, but then as police, we cannot just stay at akimbo. Investigations have already started, be updated. I know we'll reach to the conclusion of this issue. It's really quite bad because now the whole house was gutted completely. Everything that he had in the house, or they had in the house, was burnt to ashes.
For Crown TV News, Sambo David Chipata is
A brutal attack in Lukulu district has left 7 people dead, several others injured, and 5 houses reduced to ashes. The horrific incident occurred between 01 hours and 02 hours on June 6th in Imenda area, about 20 kilometers north of Lukulu, Boma, when suspected criminals armed with offensive weapons descended on the village. According to Western Province Commanding Officer Ray Hamonga, the attackers allegedly set 5 houses on fire, trapping some of the victims inside. Ms. Hamonga says 6 people are believed to have died in the inferno, while a 1-year-old, 5-month infant was allegedly killed with a hammer during the attack. The deceased have been identified as Beatrice Kandanda, aged 60, Kamboyi Junior, 28, Chilemu Chingi, 70, Bisesa Susiku, 25, Simon Kapalu, 9, Matthews Mukimba, 28, and Miracle Muhona, aged 1 year and 5 months.
6 victims are believed to have died in the inferno, while 1 infant was allegedly murdered using a hammer. The deceased persons have been identified as Beatrice Kandanda, age 60, Kamboye Junior, age 28, Chilemu Chingi, age 70, Besasa Susuku, age 25, Simon Kapalu, aged 9, Matthews Mukimba, age 28, and Miracle Mohone, aged 1 year and 5 months. Additionally, Ruth Kamboyi, age 29, sustained a swollen face and a cut on the forehead after being assaulted during the incident. 3 other victims sustained burns on various parts of their bodies and have since been identified as Wana Kamboyi, age 22, Eunice Simise Mukimba, age 45, and Mohongo Kamboyi, age 16. After the attack, the criminals allegedly stole 43 heads of cattle comprising bulls, cows, and oxen branded VR/68, valued at approximately 370,500 kwacha, belonging to Mr. Kamboyi. Police officers visited the scene and investigations have since intensified. No arrests have been made so far. The Zambia Police Service strongly condemns the barbaric and senseless act of violence and wishes to assure members of the public that every effort is being made to identify and bring the perpetrators to justice.
5 people have been arrested following the violent clash between supporters of the ruling United Party for National Development and the Tonse Pamozi Alliance in CHAWAMA on Friday. Police spokesperson Godfrey Chilavi has confirmed the arrest of the 5, adding that investigations in the matter have continued.
With less than 60 days before Zambia heads to the polls, concerns over electoral violence have resurfaced following a clash between supporters of the UPND and the NRPUP in Lusaka's John Howard compound. The incident is said to have occurred on June 5 around 13 hours in CHAWAMA Township. According to preliminary investigations, a group of individuals allegedly attacked the UPND office, damaging property and stealing several items, including a laptop belonging to the ruling party. Office furniture and equipment valued at approximately 30,000 were also damaged during the violence. 2 people sustained injuries in the disturbance, with 21-year-old Laston Lungu suffering back injuries after allegedly being struck by stones, while Christopher Mumba, 45, sustained injuries to his right hand. Police has since arrested 5 suspects in connection with the same fracas. Police spokesperson Godfrey Chilavi says the matter is still under investigations and the public will be informed when it progresses.
Laston Lungu, age 21, reported that he was assaulted and sustained back injuries after being hit by stones. A medical report form was issued. And Christopher Mumba, age 45, sustained injuries to his right hand during the disturbance. The incident is being investigated as a case of unlawful wounding. The 5 suspects currently in police custody are identified as Happy Siuluta, age 39, Andros Mukoko, age 21, Pochileshe, age 26, Charles Nyambe, age 26, and Arnold Siuluta, age 26. Investigations are ongoing and police have launched an operation to apprehend other individuals suspected of involvement in the violence and related offences, including their accomplices. The Zambia Police Service reiterates its position of zero tolerance to political violence and warns that all perpetrators will be firmly dealt with in accordance with the law, regardless of political affiliation.
For Crown TV News, Tawanda Munyuki.
The Ngoni Royal Establishment has expressed gratitude to the government for recognizing the late Paramount Chief MPEZENI's distinguished service and according him a state funeral. Senior Chief Nzamane, Madzimawe, and Mnukwa announced this during a media briefing at Pendukeni Palace.
Establishment has expressed gratitude to the government for recognizing the late Paramount Chief MPEZENI's distinguished service and accorded him a state funeral. The body of the late Paramount Chief MPEZENI, ruling for 44 years, is lying in state at the Pendukeni Palace, awaiting burial on Tuesday. Senior Chief Nzamane, Mazimawe, and Mnukwa announced this during a media briefing held at the Pendukeni Palace.
The latest we got yesterday was that this one is going to be a state funeral, meaning the government recognizing the contribution of Inkosi Yamankosi IV, the late, has decided that this becomes a state funeral. And Ngoni Royal Establishment is very thankful, is grateful to the government for recognizing the role that the Ngoni Royal Establishment, through the Inkosi Yamankosi, has contributed to this country. Now, the program, as it is that the grave site is being prepared. It is a spot that has been chosen. Right now, the Ngoni Royal Establishment and the state are digging the grave.
Meanwhile, the Ngoni Royal Establishment and the government says preparations for the burial site of the late Paramount Chief MPEZENI at the Pendukeni Palace have started.
There is the grave site that you've been accustomed to, which was visited when the funeral was announced at somewhere thereafter the single museum, FN Subcenter. Now I think the area that is being prepared, it's a new site closer to the palace. As per Ngoni tradition, the king is buried at his cattle crow, Mchiwaya. So where we are doing the works there, it's actually where the king is going to be planted at his cattle crow. As per Ngoni customs and tradition, the Ngoni chieftaincy or kingship comes out from the cattle crow. So as it transitions to the other side, we are going to plant him there where it started. And after the morning, when that time comes for us to unveil, it will be done through the same cattle crow. So that's the tradition. Being a state funeral, government and ourselves are working together. Of course, the guidance is coming from us as per Ngoni tradition. So the grave is being prepared according to the Ngoni customs and tradition. Whatever activity that is taking place there has been initiated by the Ngoni Royal Establishment in consultation with the donors.
Following his passing on May 30, 2026, the government declared Tuesday, June 9, 2006, a day of national mourning in honor of the late Paramount Chief MPEZENI. For Crown TV News, Sambo David, Chipata, Eastern Province.
A 29-year-old woman, Clarence Mashewa, has won a defamation case against 43-year-old Priscilla Mwantsapa after a local court found that defamatory statements made against her had damaged her reputation. The court ordered Mwantsapa to pay 3,000 kwacha in compensation to Mashewa.
The Matera local court has ruled in favor of a 29-year-old Clarence Mashewa in a defamation case against 43-year-old Priscilla Mwantsapa, ordering the defendant to pay 3,000 kwacha in compensation. During the hearing, Clarence Mashewa told the court that the incident occurred late last week while she was on her way to market with a friend. During the hearing, Clarence Mashewa told the court that the incident occurred while she was on her way to the market with a friend. She testifies that she encountered Priscilla Mwantsapa, who accused her of running away from a court summon. According to Clarence, Priscilla further threatened to tell her husband that the child she had with him was not his. Clarence also alleged that during a previous court appearance, Priscilla accused her of having an affair with her husband. She recalled that Priscilla was dressed in a red top and a chitenge when they met. To support her claim, Clarence called Edna Piri, a 27-year-old businesswoman from Chaisa, as a witness. Edna testified that she was accompanying Clarence to the market when they met Priscilla. She confirmed hearing Priscilla accuse Clarence of avoiding a summon and threatened to tell her husband that the child she was raising was not his. In her defense, Priscilla Mwantsapa told the court that she was shocked by the allegations. She explains that her marriage had ended after only 1 year and that she had been away for a year. Priscilla says she had never met Clarence before and was surprised to find a court summon on her door after returning home from a clinic visit. She maintained that she had never seen Clarence and did not wish to see her in the future. She further says that Clarence was responsible for the breakdown of her marriage, saying her husband left her because of the situation. After considering the evidence presented by both parties, the court found in favor of Clarence Mashewa. It ordered Priscilla Mwantsapa to compensate the plaintiff with 3,000 kwacha for defamation. Kundesh, Sachingalesu, Ngandu, reporting for CrownTV News in Lusaka.
Kulima Bus Tower Chairperson Nicholas Banda has assured that the facility is open for all political candidates to conduct campaigns. Mr. Banda says the bus station is not only restricted to the ruling party candidates, but to all opposition candidates who wish to sell their manifesto to the people operating from the facility.
Markets and bus stations are often perceived to be aligned with particular political groupings, especially during election periods when candidates scramble for access to large crowds of voters. However, management at Kulima Tower bus station has clarified that the facility remains open to all political candidates wishing to campaign and interact with members of the public ahead of the August 13 general elections. Station chairperson Nicholas Banda, who is known to be aligned to the ruling party, says Kulima Tower is a public facility that does not belong to any political party and that management will not prevent any candidate from conducting lawful campaign activities at the station. Mr. Banda says all political players, regardless of their affiliation, are free to engage commuters, traders, and station users provided they follow the law and respect the rights of others.
Power siweze kuvomereza kubwera mu station even mu street opposition kwenda campaign even kuvase charade penzo kaniza. So I know cinema blame but mind yawa opposition this time now wakaina manage that mu station wali under leadership ya UPND so sunga ende no president akainde chema ngati munamumvera nakamba muntu muleke na valerigalia ngati wa opposition na valerigalia opposition ngati wa ruling party valerigalia ruling party meaning president akainde chema as yet we are one Zambia, one nation at the end of the day.
Mr. Bandas, however, cautioned candidates and their supporters against turning the station into a battleground, stressing that campaigns should be conducted in a peaceful and orderly manner.
Problem is, till period ya election, yamene alliance campaign, president akainda campaign, ma president wa opposition na wewe campaign, ma leaders wa campaign ruling na opposition. Muno Kulima Tower wali free kubwera bonse bene bafuna kubwera kapani wa opposition kapena ni wa ruling party.
For CrownTV News, Tawanda Munyuki.
We now move to the letter to the president segment. Remember, this is a segment during the Grand News, where you write letters to us and we read them. And you can send that letter or to the number 0974314807. You might as well send us a voice note to the same number. Tonight's letter to the President reads as follows.
Dear Mr. President, I wish to express my sincere gratitude and appreciation for your decision to sign the Free Education Bill into law. This historic achievement has opened doors of opportunity for thousands of Zambian children who might otherwise have been denied access to education due to financial constraints. By making education more accessible, you have invested in the future of our nation and given hope to many families across Zambia. I also commend you for signing 4 other important bills into law that are aimed at improving the welfare and development of Zambian people. These legislative measures demonstrate your commitment to strengthening governance, promoting economic growth, enhancing public services, and improving the quality of life for citizens. Your leadership, Mr. President, in advancing reforms that benefit ordinary Zambians is appreciated. Such actions reflect a vision of more prosperous, inclusive, and equitable Zambia, where every citizen has an opportunity to contribute to national development. On behalf of many grateful Zambians, I thank you, Mr. President, for your dedication and efforts in championing policies that positively impact our communities. It is my hope that these laws will bring lasting benefits and accelerate the country's social and economic progress. Please accept my highest esteem and best wishes as you continue serving our nation. This letter is coming from Beston Zimba from Rundazi.
Time now for the weather forecast. A relatively moist airflow from the southeast continues to influence the weather over most parts of the country, leading to partly cloudy and warm to hot conditions. The forecast for today, Luapula, Northern and Muchinga provinces see a few clouds, windy at times, and mild temperatures. Southern, Western, Northwestern, Copper Belt, Eastern, Central, and Lusaka provinces will see clear skies, will be windy at times, and will be mild to cool. This weather update is as compiled by the Zambia Meteorological Department, a department under the Ministry of Green Economy and Environment. We take a short break. When we are back, we have more stories coming up. Stay tuned.
On a busy day in Lusaka, right in the middle of a vlogging, Mr. Simon Mwela's phone battery died. Well, he knew what to do next. He called Zambia's top cell phone and accessories dealer. In a flash, problem solved. Across town, Dr. Siatwambo was getting ready for a presentation when he realized that his PA forgot something. A quick call to Mobile City and his projector screen was delivered in no time. Meanwhile, Vana Fiasasa was about to leave for the village when she remembered she needed a phone upgrade. One call to Mobile City and a new phone arrived just in time. Vana Fiasasa snapping a selfie before hitting the road. But wait, I thought the other guys were in a hurry. For free, fast and reliable delivery, trust Mobile City. Beware of scammers. Mobile City Delivery. You order, we deliver.
The ultimate business stage is back. From the 1st to the 7th of July, the Trade Fairgrounds in Ndola will be buzzing with endless opportunities. But how does your business stand out in the crowd? You get on the big screen with Crown TV. We will be live in Ndola, ready to take your brand straight into the homes of millions. From primetime commercials to exclusive event coverage, we create advertising that drives real results. Don't miss out. Visit the Crown TV stand in Ndola between July 1st and July 7th or contact our sales team today to secure your special trade fair advertising package. Crown TV, feel the honor.
Alala kentrande na imwe. Mana nwamingisha nomba mnganda? Ha? Mana nwamingisha mnganda?
Tabaina pa kulala ero fibo filifulu. Tabana kulingalala mwanjini. Na laisa zemunza mana.
Fibo filitalo kense kukosa vendasa kama na fyomwe obe. Abantu abalefu efyupo muno mu kyalo bengi sana. Nomba ina wamwisa nali upo hapo. Ine ne ali kulonga ine pano wafe olwo abantu abaleta mboti bakweva ati kweva ati ine nshau papo nshakwatapo mwana ine ninjipelesha kulima nga muli serious munjo ati ndi serious kozi ine chirafuka kusebana kuchalo kuti wana pa beneka ibo mrefa kupa ine ngakwalo mwana kashuwa isunga pano pachalo pona aba ine vingani na imwe waza pikira re vingani.
The Engineering Institution of Zambia, EIZ, has intensified efforts to uphold professional standards within the organization, within the engineering sector, especially following concerns of shoddy works that have been done during the Constituency Development Fund projects. EIZ Public Relations Manager Mtala Shamutale says members found guilty of professional misconduct will face disciplinary action.
The Engineering Institute of Zambia has backed government's proposal to collaborate on the implementation of Constituency Development Fund projects in a bid to improve quality and accountability. EIZ Public Relations Manager Ntala Shamutale says concerns have been raised over the quality of some CDF projects, prompting the institution to partner with government to strengthen project implementation through contractor training, quality assurance, and adherence to engineering standards. Ms. Mtale says the collaboration will help ensure that project designs meet required specifications and that communities receive infrastructure that offers long-term value.
Everybody is aware that some of the CDF projects that have been produced haven't been up to standards, and the government and EIZ are now partnering to ensure that we conduct skills training for contractors that are going forward will be undertaking the CDF, and also to ensure that there is quality assurance, and also to ensure that there are good standards, there's good quality, the designs are good, so that we can give confidence to the labor markets, the communities, the procuring entities, and the government that the output of these CDF works going forward has to be good, and the projects really has to give proper value to the members of the communities.
Meanwhile, Ms. Mtale says EIZ has heightened its vigilance against professional misconduct within the engineering sector, urging that engineers found wanting will face disciplinary action through the institution's disciplinary process.
If there is professional misconduct, we bring those erring members to book, and this is through the disciplinary committee that is headed by high-ranking lawyers. We've had a number of cases that are under the GC right now, but we are also happy and glad that government, heeded to our call when we called for the independent engineer, and they responded.
For Crown TV News, Tawanda Munyuki.
Youth Development Foundation Executive Director Chinoya MUYEYE says Zambia's push to get more women, youth and persons with disabilities involved into office will fall flat if the education standards are not addressed. Mr. MUYEYE says the call for participation of women, youth and persons with disabilities requires measures to enhance their education standards. Speaking to Crown TV News in an interview in Lusaka, Mr. MUYEYE argued that the elective positions are not just seats to fill, but they need people who will articulate issues to suit people's needs. These remarks come as political parties prepare candidate lists under the new Electoral Amendment Act number 12 of 2026 and the Constitutional Amendment Act number 13 of 2025.
Our observation, first of all, we know that we have got a legal framework that brings on board women, youth and persons with disabilities to participate at National Assembly and local government level. So it entails a lot that we need to enhance in education. There are certain requirements for you to contest as a member of parliament or any other elective positions. So for you to be nominated as a member of parliament through proportional representation, you need to follow all the requirements that a candidate that is required. In terms of legal reforms, legal information such as the constitution that was amended, Act number 13, and the Electoral Process Act. So it has given us an insight and in-depth information in which a lot of people who are going to benefit where we are coming from.
The Drug Enforcement Commission has intensified its efforts to combat drug trafficking and maintain law and order in the country. In a major operation in Eastern Province, DEC officers apprehended 4 Malawian nationals and seized 112 kilograms of cannabis in Kapatamoyo chiefdom of Chipangali district, following intelligence reports of illegal drug trading activities in the area. Democratic Union leader Akim Njovu has described this year's campaigns as boring. Mr. Njovu has charged that the current situation should worry all political players as it is likely to lead to voter apathy.
Democratic Union presidential candidate Akim Njovu has warned that there might be voter apathy in the August general elections, going by what he has described as a boring campaign period. Mr. Njovu says the silence characterizing this year's campaigns is worrying and may be a sign that many citizens do not feel free to openly express their political views. Mr. Njovu has attributed the situation to what he has described as sustained pressure on opposition political players, which he believes has dampened campaign activities across the country. The DU leaders further projected that a lot of young people might shun away from voting owing to failed promises that were made to them.
This 2026 campaign feels boring, quiet, and that silence is worrying. Why? Because when citizens go quiet during elections, it means fear. It means people do not feel free to speak, to rally, or choose. We are seeing this everywhere. Opposition players are under pressure. Independent candidates are pulling out of races, and the young, they are checking out because they feel betrayed after the promises of 2021.
Meanwhile, Mr. Njovu has questioned the recent withdrawal of several independent parliamentary candidates, saying the development has weakened public interest in the electoral process.
Zambia, elections are not a waste, they are your power. Even with hostility, even with fear, please show up on August 13th and vote. And to you, PND, if you truly believe you are popular, then prove it on a level field. No intimidation, no paid withdrawals. Let the people decide. Democratic Union says it's time for a fresh start. It's time for Zambia first. Time for clean politics.
For Crown TV News, Tawanda Munyuki.
The Acton Institute for Policy and Analysis Center, APAC, has strongly condemned alleged threats directed at mourners of the late Paramount Chief MPEZENI by the Eastern Province Police Commissioner, describing the remarks as unacceptable. APAC Executive Director Solomon Zingoma has since called on Zambia Police Service to uphold professionalism and respect for citizens during the mourning period of the esteemed traditional leader.
The Action Institute for Policy and Analysis Center has strongly condemned alleged threats against mourners of the late Paramount Chief MPEZENI by the Eastern Province Police Commissioner and has called for professionalism within the Zambia Police Service. APAC Executive Director Solomon Ngoma says he's deeply concerned by the recent statement issued by the Eastern Province Police Commissioner. Mr. Ngoma says that it is unacceptable for any official to threaten citizens who are mourning the passing of their beloved Paramount Chief, a leader who meant so much to his people and whose legacy is cherished across Zambia.
As an institution, we would like to express our deep concern over the recent statement issued by Eastern Province Police Commissioner. It is unacceptable for any official to threaten citizens who are mourning the passing of their beloved Paramount Chief, a leader who meant everything to his people and whose legacy is cherished across Zambia.
He adds that the Zambia Police Service must refrain from actions that appear to undermine the leadership of President Hakainde Hichilema, who has consistently emphasized the importance of professionalism, respect, and accountability within the police service.
Threats directed at mourners not only dishonor the memory of the late Paramount Chief, but also erode public trust in our security institutions. IPAC appeals to the Inspector General of Police to provide clear and firm guidance to police commissioners across the country, ensuring that they adhere to the present policy on professional conduct.
APAC has further called upon all leaders, institutions, and citizens to honor the memory of Paramount Chief MPEZENI by upholding the values of dignity, culture, and tradition. Kundej Sachingalesu Ngandu, reporting for Crown TV News in Osaka.
This is Crown Television. We take a short break. When we are back, sports.
At Africa Research University, we believe that higher education is not just about learning. It's about transformation, impact, and excellence. Our postgraduate programs, including the Doctor of Philosophy in Development Studies, are designed for professionals and researchers who seek to contribute meaningfully to knowledge, policy, and practice. Each doctoral journey is research-driven and culminates in a dissertation, reflecting the highest academic standards. In addition, we offer a wide range of master's programs, from public health to education management, public administration, and the Master of Business Administration with diverse specializations like economics, strategy and leadership, project management, human resource management, marketing, management, and financial management, empowering you to lead with vision and expertise. At the undergraduate level, our Bachelor of Business Administration provides multiple specializations like business management, economics and finance, project management, human resource management, marketing management, education management, financial management, corporate risk and security, management and purchasing and supply, all tailored to today's global and regional market needs. Why choose Africa Research University? Because we combine flexible study options, affordable fees, world-class online learning platforms, and an international perspective, all committed to shaping graduates of excellence. Begin your journey today. Contact our admissions team on +2 60 77 30 2934. That's +2 607 730 29344 or email marketing@africaresearchuniversity.com. Africa Research University. Grow, prosper, excel.
Everyone wonders why I'm always jovial and happy. Every day, every time. At work, even under pressure. At play, always under control. Even with Bay, I always shine. And today, I get to share my secret companion, Best Kombucha. Gives me the energy but also boosting my immune system as I go by my day-to-day activities.
Toileta mami we best kombucha sonwemu. Toileta daddy we best kombucha sonwemu. Iye na ni best kombucha. Best kombucha. Iye na ni mwa kombucha.
Now you know.
Best kombucha. Iye na ni best kombucha. You three come best kombucha.
The Zambia Travel Expo ZATEX is back. Stronger, more connected, more impactful. Welcome to ZATEX 2026 from June 4th to the 6th, where opportunity meets authenticity. Driven by the spirit of Zambia moves you. This premier event once again brings together global tourism buyers, investors, and tourism leaders to one of Africa's most compelling destinations. On June 4th, make meaningful interactions with tourism buyers at the Buyers Day, curated business-to-business engagements. On June 5th, join us at the ZATEX official opening to be officiated by President Hakainde Hichilema. On June 6th, Consumer Day, a vibrant showcase of culture, travel experiences, and live entertainment. ZATEX 2026 is back, showcasing the very best of Zambia. Register at www.zatex.org. ZATEX 2026, building authentic and sustainable tourism through partnerships.
This sports news is sponsored by Nutricom, the manufacturers of Best Kombucha and Divine Power Kombucha.
Interfaith Group describes sport as a powerful platform for bringing people together. Let's have a word from our sponsor before we listen to the details.
Everyone wonders why I'm always jovial and happy. Every day, every time. At work, even under pressure. At play, always under control. Even with Bay, I always shine. And today, I get to share my secret companion, Best Kombucha. Gives me the energy but also boosting my immune system as I go by my day-to-day activities.
Toileta mami we best kombucha sonwemu. Toileta daddy we best kombucha sonwemu. Iye na ni best kombucha. Best kombucha. Iye na ni mwa kombucha.
Now you know.
Best kombucha. Iye na ni best kombucha. You three come best kombucha.
The Zambia Interfaith Networking Group has called on citizens to safeguard the country's peace and unity, saying that sports provides a powerful platform for bringing people together regardless of their religious, tribal, or social background. Sincere apologies for that. Now, hundreds of runners gathered in Livingston on Saturday for more than a race. They got together to champion a cause that extends beyond the finish line, protecting the environment. The Mosotunya Green Marathon brought together athletes, fitness enthusiasts, community organizations, and government officials in a unique blend of sport and environmental advocacy. Speaking during the event, Ministry of Youth, Sports and Arts Permanent Secretary Kangwa Chileshe stated that the marathon demonstrated how sport can be used as a practical tool to drive environmental awareness and community action.
In a city where differences often define people, today it was a sport that united them, turning a playing field in Lusaka into a symbol of peace. Faith leaders, youths, and community stakeholders have underscored the role of sports in promoting peace, unity, and social cohesion among Zambia's diverse communities. The call was made during the Interfaith Sports Day organized by Heavenly Culture, World Peace Restoration of Light Zambia in Lusaka, which brought together people from different religious backgrounds to foster understanding and peaceful coexistence through sport. HWPL Zambia branch manager Mwingiko says the initiative is aimed at bringing people together beyond their religious, cultural, and social differences while promoting a culture of peace, especially among young people.
Have gathered all different walks of faith, children and the adults and religious leaders to play the sports together. We heard that sport is big in Zambia, so we want to gather the people for one unity and one heart so that they can be one member of peace.
Meanwhile, Zambia Interfaith Networking Group representative Reverend Nathan Banda has urged citizens to safeguard the country's peace and remain united regardless of their religious affiliations, tribes, or social backgrounds.
But we need to embrace this peace and we need to run with this peace. We need to stand each and every time in peace and advance peace, regardless where you're coming from, the race, your tribe. Let no tribe divide us. Let nothing divide us, not even religion, but as one Zambia, as one people, even other people that come.
And the Drug Enforcement Commission says community-based sporting activities can help steer young people away from drug abuse and other harmful behaviors. He has since called on members of the public to take part in activities marking the International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking later this month.
To bring to the attention of communities across the country that on the 28th of June 2026, in a few weeks' time, the Drug Enforcement Commission will have a similar program like the one we are having here, but will have a family walk and run where communities are encouraged to join us to raise awareness about the dangers of drugs. And this awareness is for all families. That includes the youth, the adolescents, the adults, to be as families to come together so that we can work. This activity is very important to the Drug Enforcement Commission because it provides us an opportunity to raise awareness to the communities and the general public.
Matilda Kanyinji, reporting for Crown TV News, Lusaka.
Sincere apologies for the picture mix-up there. Well, that sports story brings us to the end of this sports bulletin.
This sports news is sponsored by Nutricom, the manufacturers of Best Kombucha and Divine Power Kombucha.
And now, before we go, here's a recap of the stories making headlines tonight. Chasefu arson victim succumbs to burns. Seven people left dead in Lukulu massacre. Police picks 5 people over CHAWAMA FRACAS. And in sports, Interfaith Group describes sport as platform for bringing people together. My name is Seidlitz Nkhonjera. Pleasant viewing.